Turkey Tom recently stole an opinion from a Gokanaru video about Nick is not green. And while I thought Gokanaru's video was pretty solid, there is one key aspect that he is incorrect on. And now Turkey Tom is parodying this same opinion, and I can't sit idly by. Well, these people are spreading ideas that Nick is not green is slightly less pathetic and slightly less sad than he is in reality. Now, I don't expect to address that entire audience, but at least they have access to the correct information.
Speaking of music, the real aspect, seemingly, of Nick is not green's career that it seems like he's been focusing on is actually in his musical endeavors. For those who don't know, Nick is actually a talented fucking musician. I have listened to a few of his songs. Specifically, the main one is Pineapple Upside Down. And I'm not going to lie, I've said this a few times. You can roast me if you think it's worthy. I would understand why. I'm not musically endowed, okay? But I actually kind of like Pineapple Upside Down. It's insane. It's complete meme. It's a joke, but it's catchy. If we go to Nick's Instagram, I believe that's where we will find him posting.
Yeah, I have not really listened to very much of any of the collab stuff that they've done, but Dev Levin has some songs that I enjoy. They're pretty solid. They are a little bit memey, so I'm not going to listen to that all too often. But I mean, I enjoy the songs.
About his
I don't know about Nick though. I have no idea if he has solo music of his own. I think because they're the QJ music. I refuse to say it. The QJ music sounds very similar to Dev Levin's solo music. So I feel like she's the brains of that operation. Just completely speculating there.
shows, co-founder of Queef Jerky 2022. So yeah, you'll see a bunch of posts, him and I believe his girlfriend, Dev Line.
Look at the age on this, 54 weeks. All right, you'll notice a lot of these posts that we're looking at, not that recent.
Whatever. Another talented kind of memey musician. Yeah, they have the band Queef Jerky, and they have been touring around the U.S. I went to one of their shows. Here's the footage. I'm sorry.
What the heck was that? An Among Us joke? Please don't do that again, Gokanaru. I'm not a fan of that.
I lied. But if they come to my town, I would go. I would unironically go. But I did not see one of their shows. Sorry, that was just a lie. I lied to you. Just a bunch of photos, I think, of just them on tour, kind of just doing whatever the fuck they want.
This one also, 53 weeks old. The replies are a lot more recent, but the post itself, 53 weeks ago.
Series of photos and videos, mostly about Queef Jerky's new song and music video. Here,
what are these? These like 3D printed sandals? Not a fan of that.
here's some of my clips.
That looks just like how they would make the version of Crocs in 1,000 years in some movie look or whatever, or 100 years, not 1,000 is a bit much. Yeah, oh, okay. The ray gun is cool, but the sandals, nah.
Ooh, watch my clips. Oh, yo, gay minion, dude. Hell yeah. Gothic minion, sorry. I love that. Liver.
Wait, why did he say gay at first?
Yo, gay minion, dude. Hell yeah. Gothic minion, sorry. I love that. Liver. Whoa, I kind of want to hear this song. Whoa. Dude, I have a fog machine too.
Are you thinking about making a music video now, or just sharing small tidbits of things that you own?
If you wanna fist him, and even if you kissed him, I used to wear it up on my wrist.
Oh, I noticed, Gokanaru, I see you have a shelf back there behind you. I also am an owner of shelves. Cool.
It's honestly wild, right? Because they're a dog, like Nick at least.
Okay, I do think he has me outshelved, though. Unless, am I looking at a mirror back here? I think that is. Okay. There's a little bit of like the grocery store effect when they had the mirrors on the sides of all the produce, and it looks like they have infinite produce.
Not musically, not vocally gifted, right? But they just make it work. So cracked. Dude, he has a ray gun. Bro. Ooh. I don't
Yeah, we saw that already. All right, get with the program.
like that. I don't like that tattoo. Inside me are two wolves, and both of them are really hungry. Heaven and hell. Holy shit, man. This is crazy.
So this one is a little bit more recent, but still 23 weeks. I wouldn't say that's actually recent, just more recent.
Yeah, so this is the big thing. Nick's a talented drummer. I think that's kind of his most impressive musical quality. Yo, is that Turkey Tom's merch, bro? We get an enhance on that? That's not Turkey Tom's merch.
I mean, maybe Nick would wear it ironically. That would be very surprising. If Nick is not green was wearing Turkey Tom merch, I can't really see that. Even ironically, I can't see him doing that. But maybe one day.
It's actually my merch. You can go to gokamerch.com right now, and alongside all of the beautiful items that we
Yeah.
For the email. And yeah, here's the quote from Nick or something. I used to eat 80 hot dogs and 200 boiled eggs a day. That's what you need to stay bulking. Anyway, week 1 of our tour is done. Best tour ever. Thanks, Queefers. I can't believe I get to do this every night. I love life. So grateful. I wish it never ended. The vibes seem pretty good, man. It's been
Well, you wish it never ended. Pretty sure it got some bad news.
a long year trying to separate and grow from a person I was not proud of being. Dude, this is where it's at. In the past month, I've found the new person I aspire to become. The Queef Jerky tour has given me direction, and all I want to do is make another album so we can go on the road again. I made lots of lovely friends, and I met lots of lovely people who see the vision just like I do. Thanks to everyone who still sticks around to see what I do. Anyways, back to normal life stuff. Damn. Holy shit. I was gonna say, that's kind of wholesome. I don't know. I feel like you could probably let the guy live his life at this point, whatever. But dude, the comments are tearing this man up. When you lie and try to cancel people's careers and expect forgiveness. Bro, that was the most privileged sounding apology, and it was your 6th go away, man. Just stop making music and videos, please. Thanks. Good job censoring Chris.
These ones, I mean, some of them 4 weeks ago, but 18, 12 weeks ago, people are really holding on to their anger at Nick is not green, which I feel like out of all the super mega accuser related people, he's the most understandable, like sympathetic character. Because I think from his perspective, he was just trying to help his friend Lex originally. He should have vetted her more for sure. Not trying to excuse what he did. But I do genuinely believe from his perspective, he thought he was helping his friend share her story. And then he realized that he'd messed up. He did not have all the details that he needed to make that video that he did. But yeah, he's still getting it pretty pretty harsh here. This 4 weeks ago by this guy. And they're going back on old posts. Because there's not that many. There's not that many on their Instagram.
Critical comments really showed your growth. Claiming you took time to separate and grow while posting on side YouTube accounts and being on a very public tour. It's all just privileged shit and a cover. Glad I'm not the only one feeling this way, as your view counts only go down and the comments show the same, at least before you started deleting them. I was hopeful that you grow and post healthier content, but it's the same exact thing, just spread across different platforms with a shite apology. Once you post such negative content and use essay for clout with almost zero remorse, it only seems valid that you shouldn't be able to have your platform anymore. And thank
I mean, I don't know about zero remorse. But by the 6th apology, he did seem to have remorse. I do think this guy really thinks that he messed up because he has changed his content up. I mean, he doesn't upload much, but it is different. His video was the Costco guys, and he was just saying that they were funny and cool pretty much the whole video instead of any of that cancellation TikTok stuff.
Thankfully, that's slowly but surely happening. As a person who has always, oh, Jesus, that's, oof. As a person who has also been SA'd, hope you get help and find a different dream to chase. Damn. I'm not gonna cap. This is a bit vicious, okay? This is a bit vicious.
A little
I
bit.
don't know. Is there any metric or level of like just let them live? Let bygones be bygones at this point? I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not the one to call the shots on that, obviously, but whatever. Yo, is that Nick? The fuck? Yeah. Dude, they pull crowds. Kind of wild, man. Okay, look. Here's what I'll say, okay? That comment that we just read, it's kind of cap, okay? NickIsNotGreen has not stayed the course. He's not making the same content that he once was. He's not farming fucking, like, you know, cancellation, TikTok cancer, okay? The man, at the very least, he has yet to go back on his word. In fact, it kind of seems to me like he has shown sincerity, okay? And look, I've talked to other YouTubers about this, and most of them pretty much kind of agree with this, right? That so far, like, I don't know, it seems pretty obvious. The guy just kind of wants to focus on music and just realized that he was not only out of his depth, but also like ill equipped and advised when it comes to making commentary content, right? He had a very humbling moment where he was like, oh God, who the fuck am I to say anything about anyone, you know? And a lot of commentators have that moment. He just had it on a very, very, very high level, I guess you could say. High scrutiny level. Okay? And yeah, that's pretty much kind of all I really wanted to say. I wanted to kind of just see what he was up to. And all that to say, right? Like, I went on that rant about how Nick kind of, you know, he might have been sincere in his intentions, okay? But in reality, he was using these sincere intentions to kind of justify exerting his resentment, harnessing his audience to produce a destructive force. And this, okay, does not make him evil. It doesn't make him some kind of grand conspirator or whatever. In my opinion, it just makes him very human, okay? It makes him, in a lot of ways, sympathetic to me, in a way, right? Now, especially.
So I think you pretty much get his opinion there. But the thing we're contesting here is that Nick is happily going around and touring with Dev Lemons as QJ. All right. So then let's listen to this. Just a short portion of this, just the very important parts of Tom's video.
Well, I'd like to have gay sex with every man. I'd like to have gay sex with every guy. I mean, if given the opportunity. But I don't know. I feel like, you know, I shit on this guy a lot, and I think I was
Okay. Oops. I had the timestamp a little bit early, but I mean, hey, that's good to know, I guess.
right to do that. I was justified, but also I have some empathy for him. I kind of get where he's coming from. And I would like him to continue on this arc. And you know what? I think someday he might come back and make good content, and he might be fine. He might be fine. Genuinely, he might be. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it'll be cool. NickIsNotGreen personally saw you say he could be redeemed and took it to heart. I doubt that's the case, but that'll be funny if that is the case. But I doubt that's the case. I think he just actually wanted to change as a person. Because to be clear, I think this guy probably still hates most of the people who criticize him as people, but he just realized that he also fucked up. Gokanaru expressed a similar
Yeah, that's why I can't see him wearing Turkey Tom's merch.
sentiment on his channel, and I was curious to watch this video. And he's now basically, for those who don't know where he's been, all right, he's on Instagram where he's posting a lot about his band Queef Jerky, I believe is the band. He made this post saying, "It's been a long year trying to separate and grow from the person I was not proud of being. In the past month, I found the new person I aspire to become. The Queef Jerky tour has given me direction. All I want to do is make another album so we can go on the road again. I made lots of lovely friends, and I met lots of lovely people who see the vision just like I do. Thanks to everyone who still sticks around to see what I do. Anyways, back to normal life stuff." So he went on tour with his band Queef Jerky. I think this is his girl, Dev Lemons. I think they do music together. They say he's a good drummer.
Turkey Tom thinks Dev is Nick's girl.
That's what they say. There's a lot of people there, by the way. I don't know why. I didn't realize their band had this big of like a fan. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah, I definitely would feel a little bit weird about telling people I was going to see QJ, but maybe if you I would imagine most of these people, if they're telling other people, they're saying, "Oh, I'm going to just some YouTuber's show or something." I don't think you would want to tell normal people that you're going to see a band named that. I think they get very different ideas of what the band is.
Like, this is a pretty packed show. Is Ethan a part of the band? I think he was temporarily, but not really anymore. I think that ship has sailed. Quite.
He did a stream saying he was very, very sad about how the relationship had gone and that, yeah, probably not going to be doing music together anymore. Oops, oh, sorry, Eden.
A while ago.
Okay, there we go. So you can see Turkey Tom believes this idea that NickIsNotGreen is going around with his girlfriend, Dev Lemons, touring the country and having a great time doing that. Oh, hopefully I can get this to come back quickly and enough. No, I cannot. All right. Well, you just have to take my word for it. You saw the post that they were picking up, showing the most recent one 23 weeks ago that they showed there. And if you go on the QJ subreddit, there's a post from a couple of months ago that says, well, this is on Instagram. It seems as though Dev blocked Nick, given Nick's likes on her posts are gone. I don't want to speculate too much, as these are human beings at the end of the day. Well, I do. I want to speculate, a maximum speculation. But this is obviously not good to see as a fan of their work. Here's a picture. NickIsNotGreen, no users found. And then Dev Lemons, no users found. I suppose that the full screen's probably worse there, isn't it? Yeah. So QBert8 says, we never get in badness. I'm assuming that's a project that they teased. And Devil's Lean says, I thought it was odd we got zero updates about the B-sides after Nick reassuring us we'd get something soon. I guess we probably know why that is. Very unfortunate. So the fans are pretty sad. They seem pretty sure that they're not getting the music that they thought was coming. Doggy says, I met Nick IRL like a week ago, and he said that he was going to make a new album with Dev and drop a new song for QJ, but he also said that him and Dev were going to work on their solo careers, and in most recent video, he said he was moving to Germany, so I don't know. And he did say that at a video that he released fairly recent in the last few months, where at the end of it, he said he was moving. And OP comes in again and replies, then whatever happened must have been pretty sudden, but who knows? Also, I didn't know he said he was moving to Germany. I thought he just said he was moving soon and going out of the country for a bit. Yeah, I think he just did say he was moving in the video, but maybe Nick told him in their conversation that it was Germany. Beef Cheeks says, I hope they're both doing okay. I saw that Dev posted some lyrics today on her story. They did not seem happy. Deleted user says, what did they say? And then OP comes in. This is a great OP here. They have a screenshot of the story, I'm assuming. And the lyrics here from Dev's story say, washing away the residue, you'll never pay for what you do. But the truth is an anvil hanging by a lace. Smother what you can't kill so you don't leave a trace. So, I mean, just trying to wash the ick of Nick off of her and saying he's never gonna have to pay for his crimes against her, whatever those are. You know, they're probably pretty standard relationship crimes, I would assume, but maybe not. But the truth is an anvil hanging by a lace. Okay, see, that makes it seem like maybe it's not. Maybe it is serious. You gonna come out and cancel NickIsNotGreen later on, Dev? You got an anvil to drop on him? Smother what you can't kill so you don't leave a trace. So, yeah, I know that sounds particularly sinister. Yeesh. Kara says, don't want to be parasocial, but I am, and this hurts me. OP replies, I think it is fair to feel hurt. In general, I think the term parasocial gets thrown out a lot. As long as you're not breaching any boundaries, it is fine to be hurt or disappointed that this happened. Or just general speculation, right? Any speculation, perfectly fine. That's not parasocial. They also both moved places because previously they were living together, says Troubled Teleporter. And so YouTube Necessant? I don't know. Your name's too hard. You don't get me to read it out loud. But they say they had been in each other's vids after that though, which makes it even more odd. But it could have been prepared content, all right? Maybe. But I think it could have just been something that they already had done and they put out. As you can see here on the QJ YouTube channel, the last upload 7 months ago. Do they have anything in the community post? 1 year ago. They said they have a live show. Okay. But yeah, that was 7 months ago. That's the last thing. They got pretty solid views on here. Not too bad. So, another OP, and Billy Ladog says, did Dev and Nick break up? This is around the same time as the last one. It's been a concerning amount of time since June, and they're hinting at there being no more QJ albums. This is OP from the last one here, Devil's Lean. I don't want to say anything for certain unless it comes from their mouth or something glaringly obvious happens, but it is safe to say that it isn't looking good. I will say that the no more albums thing, I think, was a joke, but now it is a poorly aged joke. Given Dev blocked Nick on Instagram, she now has refollowed him, but still, and she no longer promotes QJ in her YouTube videos. Plus, not uploading this week only strengthens the idea that QJ is no more and they might have broken up. I would like to think that they make a formal announcement eventually, at least regarding QJ, but I wouldn't bank on anything. Definitely not on their YouTube channel so far. That seems abandoned. Billy Ladog with OP replies, additionally, she confirmed she had moved in with her friends. So you'd think if they were together and things were getting more serious, they'd be moving in together, but it sounds like Nick's going to Germany and Dev is moving in with some of her friends. Oddity Does Things says they unfollowed each other on Instagram, so things are not looking good. Pineapples on Pizza says Nick is also moving out of the country. Why is that? I don't remember. I think he said on He Said Us, the Costco guy's vid. Yeah, that's where it is. That's where I remember seeing it. Static Artist says a B-side to this album in June. This was 2 months ago. Biggest lie ever told. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're probably not getting the album. I'm only kind of joking, but for real, not knowing what happened with that is strange. I was really looking forward to it, and when it didn't come out in June, I'm like, no biggie. I can be patient waiting for music drops. But then July came and went, August, September, etc., and now I'm not too sure we're getting that album. Every time I listen to the outro on Don't Talk Back, I usually say something sarcastically to myself like, yeah, in June, can't wait for that one. But now that bit just kind of makes me sad, seeing how QJ is a bit kind of radio silent. I don't know about their Instagram as I don't have the app anymore, but let me know on the off chance they've said something. I know there's a bit of speculation about Dev and Nick not being together anymore. We don't hear much of anything about the band since the album dropped, and the fate of QJ isn't looking too good. And honestly, I'm sort of under the impression that QJ is somewhat over, though I sincerely hope I'm wrong. I believe that you are right. I believe you're right, and I think the evidence points to that, but also I choose to believe that it's right. The idea of what is it? Nick is not green, Ethan is online, and Lex Updog, of their lives just really going badly and them having a bad time after trying to push largely BS allegations. That's very entertaining to me. I enjoy seeing that. But I am holding on to hope that they come together one last time and release this B-side album, because I doubt they would just end QJ with no consideration for their fans. I don't know, just some wishful thinking. Yes, wishful thinking. Allegory says, it's definitely over, IMO. I think I'll be the first to put the F in the chat that got QJ favorite band ever. RIP. I'm super jealous of everyone who went to the tour and got those USB sticks Major shout out to the person who leaked new innovation. QJ fans around the globe cheered. So they're at this point, the fans are like, I'm glad that their music's getting leaked because I don't think we would ever have gotten it otherwise. That's when you know it's over. That's when you know it's over. Who is Dan says, this has been in the back of my mind for a while and losing hope for any new QJ now. I noticed that Nick and Dev stopped posting each other and went pretty quiet on social media besides Dev promoting her solo music. The biggest clue for me was the fact that Nick moved out. Dev was still filming videos in her same room, but Nick mentioned moving in some of his videos and then was filming in a different location. I saw that Nick liked Dev's recent post about her new EP, so I'm hoping that they're on okay terms. I'm just hoping that nothing horrible happened. I really like them both. Okay, so they were living together already. I did not realize that they were living together beforehand, and now they've moved away from each other. I mean, so that's super over. That's as over as it gets. Oh, Devil's Lean is back. This person is very invested in QJ. Yeah, I'm totally with you. If I have to be honest, I think it is over, and I doubt there'll be any sort of releases unless something dramatic happens. I think there's too much evidence at this point that points to them breaking up. Dev and Nick taking a step back from content and Dev blocking Nick is pretty damning. I doubt that they would release something after the fact. With that being said, even though we are not entitled to anything, I do think it is kind of crappy for them to leave us on an empty promise with no follow-up. Hell, even if it is just a quick IG story, that would be better than nothing. Now there could be a genuine reason as to why it never came out, but just some sort of notice would be nice. Nick kept saying in his streams that there would be something soon, just for nothing to ever come from it. I remember Dev saying in the listening party that it was probably going to drop in July, and I was like, fair enough, but obviously that didn't happen. I mean, lots and lots of broken promises from these people. And what was it? Oh, in the listening party before that. Oh yeah, Nick. So Nick kept saying in his streams that there would be something coming soon. I feel like at some point he kept saying that, and then he just realized, oh, not anymore, and then stopped saying it, but never addressed it. Which, I mean, fair enough, but um, I like to be nosy, so I would prefer if you did not do that. According object 154 says QJ is over. Dev Levins said in this listening party that they are going to make an announcement, release a final song, then that's it for QJ. These are the only screenshots I got. And this is 16 days ago, 2 weeks, which I will say, I'm pretty sure Gokanaru's video 11 days ago at this point in time. So shameful, shameful, absolutely shameful that you would not have checked out the QJ subreddit to make sure that these people are in fact happily touring around. It is very important to get these facts right. And you just recklessly said that I think these people might be happy and touring around doing music. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. Don't you dare say that. I think those are just comments from... Oh no, these ones up here, these are from Dev. We're going to drop one more song before hiatus. Then it's solo time. Devil's Lean, my goodness, they are very, very invested. I can't talk. I'm not poo-pooing them for that. I'm clearly invested as well. They're just determined, persistent. That's what I should have said. I recorded the whole listening party. This is what she said verbatim. These were split up in many messages. No more QJ songs. Sorry, we're going on a hiatus, and we're going to make an announcement. Sorry, sucks. Whole thing sucks. Really sad. So that sounds like it's not just, Nick's going to go to Germany for some project temporarily, and then they'll reconvene. No, it's really sad. It's really sad. We're going to drop one more song before hiatus. The song we are dropping is our best song. Then it's solo time. Yeah, I know we're going to drop an album, but we were going to drop an album, but sometimes real life gets in the way. Have you ever heard of that? Real life, human stuff? I mean, geez. A little condescending then there. My goodness. Keyword is hiatus. Doesn't necessarily mean it's over, but also it could technically mean that. I'm glad they're going to give us something. I think hiatus is a way to soften the blow and not admit your L as hard, basically, of saying, yeah, the relationship failed, the band is deceased forever. sorry, right? It's either say, yeah, we're gonna go on hiatus, and then either just not address it again, or maybe years later you say what happened. Quoting object, OP says, I guess I get where you are coming from, but I don't have my hopes that high. I think her saying hiatus is just a polite way to say it's over, especially with her saying, then it's solo time. Altruistic Reward says, I agree with this too, especially considering they weren't following each other for a while. Devil's Lean says, oh, for sure, I completely get that. There have been many times where someone goes on break or a hiatus and they just never come back. Either perspective is pretty fair. My guess is that it's solo time just means they both want to focus on their solo careers and they don't have time for QJ as well. I know Nick talked about months ago wanting to focus on music. Either way, hope for the best and expect the worst is how I see it. So the fans, they're thrown in the towel. They're over it. Altruistic says, thank you for this. I'm glad they're giving us something too, but I'm glad they're going to make a statement since a lot of people have been wondering and feeling ripped off for not getting a part 2. But I understand and figured there would be a conflict of interest at some point because of their relationship and just how life is, and like I wish the best for them. And don't wish that they'd pushed themselves to release another part 2 to an album when things are hard IRL for them personally, regardless of what's going on. Hopefully everyone understands where they're coming from, because I just want them to heal and live their best lives. Okay, well, that's a little bit too nice. I shouldn't have read all that nice stuff there. That's my bad. Yeah, and the rest of these people they're all pretty much in agreement that they're sad, but it does seem like it's over. I am surprised right now. There are still 4 people on the subreddit. I'm not sure if that includes me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the most recent thing. Let me just double check. So somebody had a dream. Yeah, no. 12 days ago, somebody was talking about the merch. Oh, actually, let me check this out real quick. I think I remember this. So, did any of y'all buy Dev's Cope's merch? And Cope says they like sell merch for multiple people. I've heard Hive Mind, they sell stuff on Cope, so I'm pretty sure. So that must be a friend of these sorts of people, because I know Nick is not green and Brad taste in music. And I think Dev Lemons, they've all been on Hive Mind. So that Copes must be a friend of them or a website their friend owns. Did any of you buy the Copes merch? I'm almost done with my payments and it hasn't even shipped yet. So I'm pretty sure this person used like Klarna or Afterpay to buy Dev's merch off of Copes. And they're like, what the heck? I'm about to make the 3rd payment and it still hasn't shipped. That's messed up. Okay, so yeah, here we go. It's just their abandoned channel. So yeah, very, very shameful behavior on the part of Gokanaru and Turkey Tom. How dare you say that these people are happily playing music together and touring around the country when they are not. All right? They are separated, the relationship is over, and they are sad. And the people deserve to know that. But you're going around telling them that they're happy. And that is just simply not okay.